Have you ever dreamed of a flood of sugar? For Boston, it was closer to a total nightmare when a massive wave of molasses flooded the city in 1919. Sounds fake? It's real. It all began on a mild winter day in January 15, 1919. A 50-foot steel holding tank loomed over the residents of the commercial street in Boston's North End. Everyone was used to its metal groaning and squeaking. Suddenly, there was a roar. A 15-foot wall of syrup swept through Commercial Street at 25 miles per hour. It crushed everything in its wake. Buildings crumbled, people drowned. The Engine 31 firehouse's first floor was utterly destroyed, its second story falling on the firefighters inside. An entire house was swept away, crushed against the train platform. In the end, over 2.3 million gallons of molasses spilled across the street. 21 people died and over 150 people injured. How did this happen? The tank belonged to the United States Industrial Alcohol Company. The molasses were shipped from the Caribbean. They were used to produce liquor like rum. The tank was built in 1915 in the middle of World War I, when the demand for alcohol increased. But the construction was rushed. The tank began leaking molasses regularly. Despite employee warnings, the company never took action. 119 lawsuits were filed by the victims of the molasses flood, arguing that the tank was carelessly built. But the United States Industrial Alcohol Company had one last plot twist up its sleeve. They insisted that the explosion was sabotage. There were a lot of explosions tied to Italian anarchists at the time, so the company thought it could pin the incident on them. But over 1,000 witnesses testified, including explosives experts, flood survivors, and USIA employees. The lawsuit went on for 5 years. Who do you think won? In the end, the company paid the victims the equivalent of around $8 million. The victims won. What do you think? What other crazy incidents have you heard of?